And so, my rap discography started to build as far as just the artists that I loved and appreciated at the time. Some of my favorites from, like, let's say from 89 to, let's say, 93, everybody that was popping in, I just was everything hip hop, organized confusion, all of the native tongues, um, which has like what 10 groups in them, just all the big guys. West Coast, we have Freestyle Fellowship. I know everybody wants to say NWA, who I love, but we Freestyle Fellowship because they had every element in their flows and in their dexterity. Okay, like a lot of what Mike and I was doing rhythmically. You can find the seeds in what Bone Thugs became the year after. So my they had an album out in '91, which I didn't know about at the time. My first album that I got from Freestyle Fellowship was Inner City Gyrates. So I'm saying this specifically because a lot of this influenced my style and my way to be diverse as an MC. In New York, it was very competitive, even on the underground. You had to stand out, and so I just the diversity, being able to diversify. Like if I was the beats, no matter what the beat was, I never rapped the same on every beat. You know what I'm saying? It's more like very intuitive to me, and I got a lot of that from Freestyle Fellowship. They were very intuitive on their approach as MCs. Busta Rhymes is one of my favorites. Like I said, Bone Thugs. Later on, Twister. So you can see where my style's going, right? Very rapid fire, very animated. But I love the spitters too. Big L, Nas, Jay-Z. I could do that basic. I call it not really basic, disrespectfully, but just that New York swag. Wu-Tang. That whole New York swag thing that is popularized now by like Griselda. That type of flow. So that was like and Boot Camp Click, right? So that was if you wasn't really animated and doing the dexterity like Freestyle Fellowship and Busta Rhymes and Twister, you were kind of in that pocket, the Wu-Tang, Boot Camp, Jay-Z pocket, right? So anyway, growing up in Brooklyn, New York, you get all exposed to all of that, right? So that's pretty much right. And then, like I said, I was in the punk rock scene at the same time. I'm in the street scene, but then I'm also in the punk rock scene. And so that kind of informed a lot of my earlier stuff, writings and recordings and stuff. And so let's take you to 96 when you talk about the celebrities and stuff. So now we're in 96. And now I'm no longer opening for my cousin. Pretty much my cousin has a band around me, and we and him formed a group called the Altered Egos. And so we made out. We was in the local circuit. And we didn't tour outside New York, but we just was really known in the local circuit. Very theatrical, hip hop, just cosmic and wild, just some wild stuff. Funkadelic